Hello everybody, welcome to our assembly to celebrate all the learning that took place last week. I've got to say, learning is continuing to be absolutely amazing. Well done parents. Are you ready to be amazed? Let's go. First of all, in nursery, take a look at this young man's learning. I absolutely think he's been doing wonderful with his numbers, and you can see how carefully he's traced over the numbers and then he's had a go at writing them himself. Well done. Having a go at investigating liquids, doing some stirring, and then also some super cutting out. Just take a look at that cutting out. You know what, parents, it's really tricky when you're only 3 learning how to cut out. You have to use your fingers and your fine motor skills. Well done. Keep practicing because you're doing a great job. Super learning. In reception, in Mrs. Miles and Mrs. Smith's class, some wonderful estimating's been going on. Having a guess to see how many you think there are and then counting. I've got to say I'm very impressed. Some of these estimates in the jars are very close. And that's the idea of doing an estimate. It doesn't always have to be absolutely right. So well done for doing some great estimating work in Mrs. Miles and Mrs. Smith's class.
How many do you think there are? Okay, then down. Now count them. How many are there? How many? 4. So we were nearly there this time.
Thank you, Mum, doing a great job helping out there. Well done. And here in Miss Clark's class, again, using our numbers and looking at oranges and making number arrays. It's very important that children learn to recognise numbers and what they look like. So this number, you can see we've got the number 6 and the number 5, and we often see numbers arranged like this when we're on dice. So well done finding out the numbers. Some amazing writing's been taking place in year 1. I'd just like to show you the array of writing in all 3 classes. They've been writing about dragons. Look at this. How wonderful is this? First, George went to the chicken and found a ship. Wonderful. George took the egg and put it in a soft, comfy bed. Suddenly, what a good start to a sentence, because that makes you want to read on and be interested. Well done. And then here we are. My first dragon has small yellow horns and a short, sharp tail. Some lovely, lovely descriptions of a dragon. Super writer. Well done. One Jane Goodall. The first dragon has huge veined wings. What a great word, veined wings. But the second dragon has spiky, small wings. Great comparison there. I like the use of but, because that's a good conjunction. That shows a sign of a good writer when you're making longer sentences. The first dragon has small, dangerous eyes, but the second dragon has shiny, big eyes. Wow, well done. And finally, the first dragon has a sharp, long tail, but the second dragon has a smooth, small tail. Great comparison. Well done. And here we are, some more comparisons, continuing to use that conjunction but, and I like where the comma is, and also putting in a full stop. Wonderful writing. In One Marie Curie, again, some wonderful writing. And I'm just going to read this little starter off. Suddenly, the green spiky dragon was gone and George was very upset. Finally, the spotted dragon came back and, oh, I wonder what happened there. Excellent writing. Beautiful handwriting. I've got to say, for year 1, this is as neat as what some children write in year 6. I'm very impressed. And again, some more comparisons of dragons. Well done. Super writing. And in to Einstein, Again, we've got a class full of historians in 2 Einstein because they're continuing to learn about Florence Nightingale and Mary Seacole. And you can see the differences. So when we use a Venn diagram, we look at what's different about both things and what's the same. So Florence Nightingale on the left. So when Florence carries a lantern, the soldiers were cold. And they liked her because she was nice. She also had white skin. Mary Seacole had black skin. And then when Mary Seacole's mum was a nurse, and then Mary Seacole had some doctor lessons. And the things that are the same are in the middle of that. So Florence and Mary Seacole are making all the soldiers better. Florence and Mary Seacole are both nurses. So some wonderful comparisons there, and it's always important to learn from history because history shapes the life that we have today. So well done, super historians. 2 Wangari Maathai, some great science work being done. Now I really liked this where we were comparing different materials, and again wonderful handwriting, great use of commas, great use of capital letters. Let's see what they said about cardboard. So the question is, could you have a jumper made out of cardboard, and what is the best material for a jumper? And they answered, cardboard can't be used for a jumper because the cardboard can't keep us warm. It's not flexible and wouldn't mould with your body shape. It's also hard on our skin. Wool is soft, flexy and warm material, and it's a warm material. So well done, you're absolutely right. I think sometimes cardboard will be too hard and too scratchy. I think it could be warm because if it's layered, it's got a bit of insulation in, but absolutely wonderful. Well done for giving your reasons why cardboard can't be used to make a jumper. Excellent. 2 Galileo, again, some more science taking place. So to explain why materials are suitable, let's see. Let's have a look at the reason for cardboard again, which is the second one down. Could you have a jumper made out of cardboard? What is the best material for a jumper? No, it's not flexible. So you cannot sew it. So it wouldn't fit you properly. The best material is fabric because it is easy to sew and will fit better and it's warm. Okay, so well done. Brilliant. And I like this one as well. What material do you use to make a cup for a toddler? Why is it not a good idea to use glass? Plastic is cheap and strong. It's not good to use glass because it may break and hurt the baby. I like your reasoning. That's what all good scientists do. So well. 3 Darling, let's have a look at this. Some super writing taking place again. Now it's going to be difficult to show this. However, it's about the life of a hedgehog. And how to look after a hedgehog. It's beautiful handwriting, some great diagrams to put into their description and their report. And here we've got some more writing, looking at the Stone Age. So the farmer has a stick to hit the bulls so they move the tree. So they move. The tree was cropped so they could make fire. Okay, so again learning about the Stone Age. I like the description about the bones. The bones are hard and not clean enough. The cave is dark and dirty and dusty inside. There are necklaces and bracelets. I think that's what they might have found inside the cave. So well done, super historian and super writing. And you can see that we use writing in all of our subjects. That's why it's so important that we have some great writing and we learn how to write well. Look at 3 Matisse, some more star writing. Now this one caught my eye when I was looking in there because again it was around when I was looking at learning in 3 Matisse because it's around the writing. However, they had a really good thing at the end and it was about, they had a rhetorical question. So usually there is an increased use of pesticide which threatens the hedgehogs. How would you feel about that? How would you feel if you had to eat food with pesticides on? And that makes you think, oh, actually, I wouldn't like that. So well done for using the rhetorical question. Now then, are you ready for some super artwork? We are delighted to see some artwork, and I've got 2 pieces of art to show you today on 2 children's learning. I love art and it is so important, but this This boy has taken a lot of time to think about the shape of an eye. Lots of design on the eye, so you've got it coloured in felt, and you've got the different colouring, the different shading. I particularly like the little white dot which has the reflection, but my favourite eye, I like the top right eye because it's got the shading around the bottom of his pupil, but I like to see those lashes and everything there. So really good try at that. Well done. And if you're an artist, you notice things, and being a good artist means that you take notice, you've got an eye for detail, and you like to make sure that it's just right. So well done. 3 Hockney. It's about feelings. Now this is something which I'm not sure many parents will know about. We do something what's called an axis of emotion, and as we're reading a story we can explain how a character is feeling, and you can see that on here you can see it saying he wants a balaclava, so he was feeling happy, and that's why it's at the tallest on the graph. His mum says no. Oh, it dropped right down now because mum says no. That means he wasn't happy, and you can see how it drops down. So you can see as we go through those emotions, you can see what happens. So it's about cause and effect. Things happen and it makes you feel a certain way. It's a very good way of analysing how a character feels in a story and in a book. So well done. I really like this axis of emotion. Very impressed. For Warhol, now we have a little bit of music for you. Somebody's been practicing their rhythm. Let's see if I can get it to play. What I particularly liked about that was how you could see how it started nice and slow, so the tempo was slow, then it picked up, and also the beat improved, and you could see how this person had put all the sounds together. Next time I wonder if you could use something in your house, maybe a spoon on a pan, maybe stamp your foot, anything to make a sound. Have a go yourself, see if you can get a good rhythm and a good beat. Wonderful music. Get your groove on. 5 Shaw. Again, we've been looking at children's mental health, and we've been looking at how we can help each other and what to do if a problem arises. So one of the first problems was that some friends had arranged to go to the park without inviting you. So this child, she said, well, why don't you invite some of your neighbours or other friends to go somewhere nice and have an ice cream? That's a really good idea. The next thing was Nan was poorly, so what can you do? Because you're a little bit worried about your Nan, getting a bit older and you can't see them so much. And then what she said here was, whenever that happens, just think happy thoughts and have fun with your Nan. I think that's a really good idea, because if you're happy, your Nan's going to be happy, and if she sees you being happy and having fun, you'll cheer her up. Great idea. And then the last one was that you didn't have the latest phone, and I really like this. Why don't you just think at least you've got a phone? Because some people don't have a phone. Absolutely right. Great reasoning. Well done. Again, I've got some amazing artwork. This blew me away, and I keep finding little snippets of artwork. Are you ready to be amazed? This person has got the potential to be a designer, to create fabrics, to create wallpapers, wrapping papers. They've got a real fine eye for detail, and when I show you what they've done, you will see that. Are you ready? So the first one is this one. Now that looks quite simple, however it's not. It's a total line of symmetry. In all directions you can see symmetry. How many lines of symmetry can you see? Wait till you see the next one. Wow, how wonderful is this? And you can see that this person, she's drawn all the circles separately. She's drawn all the pieces separately with such a lot of care and a lot of detail and precision. This is amazing. Really, really clever. I love it. Well done. I'd love to see some more artwork next week. If you do any at home, whether you're colouring, whether you're painting, whether you're doing it on the computer, why not do it and post it on Dojos? Send it to me, let me have a look. It'd be even greater if I got a piece of artwork of a bird. That would be wonderful. Let's see what's happening in 5 Braille. So 5 Braille have been doing lots of writing again, and they've been using relative clauses. I'm just going to read this out so you can see, you can hear and see what it's saying. So sharks who are deadly eat other creatures. Sharks who have no bones are extremely deadly. They are quite deadly and are believed to have evolved before dinosaurs. Sharks are made up of cartilage instead of bones. Cartilage, which is what our ears are made of. I never knew that. Wow, you learn something new every day. Sharks are a group of Mobrat characterised by cartilaginous skeletons. Oh, I can't pronounce that. Wow, you learn something new every day. Fabulous writing. And also some long multiplication practice. And we all know that we all need practice with that. I'm sure lots of mums and dads do as well. Great work, well done. 6 Anderson, some more worry monsters, some more worrying and to find out what to do if a problem arises. So if your friends arrange to go to the park without you, if you have a worry, go to a teacher and they'll help you straight away. So if you're worried about not being included, absolutely right, come and tell a teacher. If you're worried about your nan and your nan's not feeling great and you know that, tell your mum and ask her to take her to the hospital to get a checkup. Great idea. And then the last one, if you've not got the latest phone, it's okay if they've got the better phone than you, but if they bully you, tell an adult, tell your mum, tell your dad, or tell a teacher. Really, really important. And then now here, I think there's some kind of experiment going on here. So if this is your experiment, I'd like you to message me and tell me what it is you're learning about. It looked very interesting. 6 Simbati. Now then, not only do we do French, we do French in a crossword, a word bank. I'm very impressed. This must have taken a little bit of time, so great. Très bien, 6 Simbati. And some wonderful maths work as well. As we know, maths gets tricky as we get higher up school, so brilliant. Now finally, in 6 Palmas, we're going to end on this because it's always good to look at the different views for different problems. I really like this one, there's some good ideas in here. So if your friends go to the park without you, why not ask them why? Why didn't they invite you? It might have been a mistake, and if it was a mistake, you can say, well, can you ask me next time? Just ask them, then you'll know. If your nan's ill, go comfort her. It'll make her happy and you'll feel a lot better spending time with her. It will also make you forget she was ever sick. And then if your mum probably thinks you're not mature enough yet to have a mobile phone, show her that you are mature. Prove to her that you are mature, because to have a mobile phone, you have to be very mature and you have to be able to be trusted not to go on sites that aren't suitable. Now next week, or this week in fact, it's our Wellbeing Week, and I know that we've got assemblies that are going out, we've got stories, we've got activities that we'll be sending out. Please share what you're doing for Wellbeing Week, and remember, look after yourself, stay safe and look after each other. Really important. Have a good week everybody. Bye.